I go to Erev Shabbos. This week's parsha is Parshas Behaaloscha. I wanted to share a beautiful sefarnu that I saw in this week's parsha, in the beginning of Parshas Behaaloscha. The beginning of the parsha talks about Aaron lighting the menorah, Aaron HaKohen, and the pasuk says, Hashem tells Moshe to tell Aaron, Behaaloscha es haneros, when you will light the neros, el mol pnei hamenorah, towards the menorah, then ya'iru shivas haneros, then the 7 lights will burn. So the Sefarno is troubled by the layout of this pasuk a little bit. What are these? The first lamps that it talks about? What neros are those? Because it's not the menorah, because it says el mol pnei menorah, the ones that are facing the menorah. So what are these neros? What is the menorah that we're talking about? And what are the 7 lights at Yiru Shivas HaNeros? So the Sefarno breaks down the pasuk, and the Sefarno says that Behaaloscha es haneros is referring to the 6 lights, 3 on each side of the middle branch, and the middle branch is actually the menorah that the pasuk is referring to. So then that's all 7 lights combined. So that's how Sforno breaks it down. But Sforno also teaches us a lesson here. And he says the candles that are on the right, and the 3 candles on the right and the 3 candles on the left, have to lean in toward the middle. What does that mean? The Sforno explains that the right side, the flames on the right side, symbolize people who are oiskim b'chaye olam, is his lashon, that they are busy with chaye olam, which I would say is more eternal things, more solely focused on ruchnius, and the left, he says, is oiskim b'chaye shah ha'oizrim leminam. That the left is people who are oisik b'chaye shah. I would translate as things more in the here and now, more than eternal, more in the here and now. Maybe you could translate it as gashmias, maybe more worldly things. That's how he breaks it up. So the right side is more chaye olam, the left side is more chaye shah, more ruchnius. One side is more ruchnius, one side is more gashmias. One is more eternal, one is more in the moment. But the point that the Sefarno is making is that it's true. Each lamp has its own light. Each lamp has its own thing that it represents, but when the flames on both sides all lean toward the central light, then and only then all 7 candles can shine. Then it could be a Yiru Shivas HaNeros. Only when we have everyone doing their own thing. It's true that everyone has their own thing, but with a common goal, with a common denominator. They're all trying to get to the same place. That unity of people trying to accomplish the same goal, that unity from people with different priorities, different values. And again, I'm extrapolating a little bit what the Sefarno says, but I believe this is what he means. When people with different values, people in Klal Yisrael, but both sides share a common goal. They demonstrate respect for one another. They help each other. The people on the right, the people on the left, it sounds political or it sounds religious. I'm not referring to that, although you could probably say that it does refer to that. Everyone could have their own opinions. Everyone could have their own things that they're good at and things that they're more able to accomplish, but it has to be a common goal. We have to have unity with each other. The people on the right have to understand the people on the left. Again, I don't mean politically. I mean the Chaye Olam and the Chaye Shah. People who are more focused on the here and now have to be able to help the people who are more focused on the eternal. And the same is the other way. The people that are on the right, so to speak, that they're more focused on Chaye Olam, they have to be able to supplement the people for the Chaye Shah. You can't just poo-poo people who are only focused on one thing. It doesn't work that way. So again, the Sefarno's lesson, I think, is a great lesson. Beautiful Sefarno. It's worth it to look it up inside. Parachas Pasuk Beis. Everyone working together. The unity of Klal Yisrael is the point here. People with different priorities, different values, but when we work together, everybody in Klal Yisrael, we're all brothers and sisters. And that's what enables the Jewish people to say, na'aseh, we will do. Because properly fulfilling Hashem's will requires us, with all our differences, to work together and to bend toward each other and to bend toward the middle, which is the actual menorah. That's how we'll be able to do Hashem's will, and that's how it will be a Yiru Shivas HaNeros, that all 7 lights will burn. We'll all be able to burn together. Only when we're both leaning in toward the middle will we all be able to shine together. Have a wonderful Shabbos.